Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Today it's all about SigSlos part 1. And today I show you what it is, how you work with it, and what you have to take care about. Let's go.
So basically, SigSlos are a method that you can use to build a user interaction design. SigSlo is a word that consists of two shortcuts. This is a signal and a slot. So there's a signal. And a signal basically is an event. And on the other side, you see a slot, which is a place where you can put some data to. So as soon as the signal shows up, then this system takes a parameter that you defined where it can find it, and then it sends it to the slot. And that's all. Very easy thing. And the interesting thing is that you can send data from one place to the other just if an event occurs. And the signals you can find in different places. So you can use signals from components. So, for instance, you have a price component where a price is calculated, and every time the price changes, a value change signal, then this signals and slot is triggered. Or you can find a signal in UI controls. A button is pushed, or the user entered some data, whatever. Slots you also find in components. So a component can be a slot. You send some user input right into the input of a component, or a slot can also be a control. So that you can send data right here. So you can use SigSlos to send data from a component to a control, or from a control to a component, or even from a control to a control, for instance, to build some user interaction or some user interaction design. It does not make sense to send data from a component to a component, because to get that done, Hive is a way more powerful tool. Yeah, that's the theory of it. And now let's see how it works in the platform. So now we are in the configurator editor. And what I want to show you right now is I show you a SigSlo between a component and the UI control. So I create a component first. I create a value component. I call it my text. And I put it right here. So here's my text, but it should be text, of course. And with a default text, and I make it a text. So here it is. This is my component, and it's a text. Then I create a control. I go into the design, and I create a new control, and it should be a text box. Here it is. To make it a little bit more beautiful, I put a margin in it. So here it is. So I have a control, and I have a component. So I want a link so that every time I enter some information into this control, the component is updated. Because right now, when I go in here and I change something, of course, the component doesn't know it. So I create the SigSlo, and here is the tool for creating a SigSlo. And here's the magic. I tell him the signal, so every time in this control something happens, and especially a value changed happens, then I want for this slot, this is this component, I click on that, to set a value. What value? Now we have the parameter. I take the value of this text box, and it's already selected. The system knows it that we want the value of this text box. I could also select it again. Here we are, and I want the value. Done. So when I change it, you see that the value is already passed in real time to this component. Works fine. But the next thing is, what happens if I want to do it the other way around? So if I enter some text here, more text, then this control doesn't know it. So I need a Sigslo the other way around as well. So let's do this. Another Sigslo. I create a signal, but in this case, it's the component. And it's every time when a value changes, right signal. So the next thing is I need a slot, and this time it's this control. And I want to set the value again. And the system again guesses the right thing. I want the parameter taken out of here. This is the my text, and I want the value. Done. So right now, when I type something in here, this text, then it's updated here. And when I change it here, that text, it's updated here. That's how it works.